Coming up next on this special edition of In the City, we look back at the past year and highlight some of the special stories of 2024. Former Mayor Tommy Bragg gets honored with the naming of a new bridge connecting Beasy Road with River Rock Boulevard. Also, 3 incumbent city council members win another term in this year's election. Plus, Patterson Park Community Center celebrated 45 years as an integral part of the community. And the Murfreesboro Skate Park and Pump Track opens in Old Fort Park. We'll tell you all about those stories and more coming up right now on this special edition of In the City, looking back at 2024. Welcome to this special edition of In the City, where we highlight some of the stories we've brought to you in 2024. I'm Michael Linn White. On a day filled with sunshine and smiles, city leaders gathered with former Mayor Tommy Bragg and his family to name a new stretch of roadway to Tommy Bragg Drive.
It goes over to one of the first neighborhoods that we lived in Murfreesboro, which was off Cason Lane, called Racket Club Drive.
This road connects Beasy Road to River Rock Boulevard by bridge. Murfreesboro City Manager explains the completion of the city's newest road project.
Some stats on the bridge. The bridge has 6 spans, longest span being over the river is 140 feet. And the total cost of the project was $8.65 million. The total bridge length is 550 feet. So the beams over the river are deeper to accommodate the long span, and the easternmost spans are shallower to allow the bridge to be as low as possible and to still allow the 100-year storm to pass the bridge. Obviously, we've got a multi-purpose path and we have a pedestrian path. Those are separated by concrete barriers. We've got street lighting. The benefits, obviously, we've got the local residents in River Rock Boulevard and Cason Lane are able to get to destinations on Warrior Drive and Beasy Road without going through State Route 99 and the I-24 interchange, and it also allows motorists to avoid Cason Lane at Old Fort Parkway intersection. It does provide access to our greenway system and the sidewalk and multi-use paths.
Gore then gave a brief biography of one of Murfreesboro's most popular mayors.
So Tommy was born and raised here in Murfreesboro. He's been married to his beautiful wife, Jeannie, for 55 years. Has 3 children, Beth, Ann, and John. He has 2 grandchildren. So Tommy earned his degree in journalism from UT Knoxville. He's a retired colonel in the Tennessee Air National Guard. So Tommy served as the mayor of Murfreesboro for 3 terms from 2002 to 2014. He ran on support for the city schools, sustainable economic development, and support and cooperation with Middle Tennessee State University. During his tenure, he played a significant role in the city's development, overseeing a period of substantial growth, notably the Gateway area and Medical Center Parkway. Tommy received the Mayor of the Year Award in 2005 from the Tennessee Municipal League. He served as president of TML in 2006. So we are very lucky to have had him as mayor. I consider him a close personal friend.
Then the honoree stepped up to the mic to express his appreciation.
I could not have done it without the love and admiration of this beautiful woman standing next to me, and I want to give her an extra round of applause for Jeannie Bragg. My family lived through a few turbulent times, but it was always fun to be mayor of your city. It is a great place to live, and after working with our city employees and our fire department, our police department, Parks and Rec, planning, it just became evident to me more and more every day of what a great place we have to live and how great they are in taking care of us. It is a pleasure and a great honor for me, and I certainly appreciate it. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for this honor to me and to my family, and for making Murfreesboro a great place that we all love to live and to work and make a place for our children. Thank you all.
1, 2, 3. There you go. All right.
In August 2024, 3 city council members were re-elected for another term. In the recent city council elections, incumbents Sean Wright, Bill Shacklett, and Kurt Wade have secured their seats for another 4-year term.
I'm really excited that the city citizens thought that the 3 incumbents were doing a good job. I'm really appreciative of the support of the people of Murfreesboro. We've got a great council, and we really appreciate the support of the people of Murfreesboro.
Sean Wright, coming in first in the polls with 22.75% of the votes, has been an advocate for infrastructure and wants to involve the community even more with town hall meetings.
I want to look forward to more working on infrastructure. We hear a lot of complaints about road projects and getting traffic, so I want to work on that. I want to work on a civics type of class to get the community involved with how local elections work. And I also want to start doing quarterly town halls on different parts of the town. That way we can go to the north side one corner, the south side one corner, the west side one quarter, and the east side one quarter. That way we can go to the people and kind of tell them what's going around the city of Murfreesboro.
Bill Shacklett, a seasoned council member known for his dedication to the community, expressed gratitude to his supporters and also wants to figure out a way to get more voters to the polls.
Quite honestly, I am frustrated that in a town of 170,000 people, something less than 10% of registered voters decided who are going to make the decision for our community. While I'm on the positive side of that and grateful to serve again, that's unacceptable. We've got to do something, and I think it requires those that are elected, it's incumbent upon us to inspire and facilitate the education and the inspiration for our citizens to participate in the process.
Kurt Wade, recognized for his efforts in economic development, sustainable growth, and public housing, is honored to serve his community for another 4 years.
We have a great community here. What people don't understand is we're a small town, but we're growing. And the other thing is we have great people that live here. We're going to continue to make sure that it's good for everybody that lives here. We have a diverse community. Let's continue to make sure that this community is for everybody that moves here. It's a good community for all.
The re-election of Shacklett, Wright, and Wade signifies a continued focus on stability and progress within the City Council. As they prepare to start their new terms, the council members are poised to build on their previous accomplishments and address the evolving needs of Murfreesboro residents. Patterson Park Community Center celebrated a milestone. They've been serving our community for 45 years. The Patterson Park Community Center celebrates its 45th anniversary, marking nearly half a century of service to the community. The event was filled with memories, gratitude, and a special presentation honoring local leaders who have been instrumental in the center's success over the years.
Happy anniversary, 45th anniversary of Patterson Park Community Center. We are here just to celebrate memories and community and all of what Patterson meant to us as a community, and to the new resurrection of Patterson.
Attendees reminisced about the countless programs and initiatives that have enriched the lives of thousands of community members.
I've been here for Patterson for over 2 decades. So it's been rewarding. It's my parents, we lived actually, it was a clear view when I grew up in the community, and all that we could see was fields of dreams. And those fields filled those dream fields with sports activities, and families would come together and create memories, and so it was just a good time just to come together and experience faith, family, and community.
Tom Sage, the second superintendent at Patterson for over 10 years, tells us how the people involved in the facility's beginnings were instrumental in the success of Patterson Park.
I realized that there was just this tremendous load of rich, talented people in this community right here. All you had to do was scratch the surface, and all these people that have been involved, like you heard today, all these people like Dr. Bonner and Pierre Lyons and Ricky Fields had been here for generations on this, and we just had to get out of their way and let them do their thing.
What started out as fields right in the middle of town is now a large and bustling community center that maintains its neighborhood appeal.
It was designed kind of twofold, to be a regional community center because of its size and all the things it had to offer, but also retain the aspect of a neighborhood center, which it had always been. this rich neighborhood, historic neighborhood of the middle of Murfreesboro.
One sentiment that was mentioned many times was the feeling of family at Patterson and a true spirit of community.
Today, I believe we need a spirit of family, and that's what Patterson does here for this community. It is truly the heartbeat of Murfreesboro and the centerpiece, I've heard.
The 45th anniversary was not just a milestone, but a testament to the strength and resilience of a community that has come together time and again to support a vital neighborhood institution. The much-awaited skate park and pump track at Old Fort Park officially opened July 19, 2024. After the ribbon was cut, people of all ages turned up the fun.
I really want to thank our local skating and biking community. You really have done a lot in this project, and we can't say enough about the input that you've had and the work you've put into it and the patience you've shown as we get ready to open this up. So thank you. This park's for you, and we're really excited for you.
We've got 12,000 square feet of skate park and pump track combined, about 8,600 on the skate park and about 3,600 there on the pump track. I've heard people say, what's a pump track? It's a perpetual motion machine. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be all ages. It's medium size, so it should work for beginners and experts alike. We got a plaza style skate park with elements that kind of mimic the kind of features we have around town.
This process started, golly, almost 10 years ago. And so it's our responsibility not just to provide things for people who are playing organized sports. It's our responsibility to provide avenues for all kinds of activity.
All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
I grew up in Smyrna and, skateboarding Smyrna and Murfreesboro when I was younger, and we never had anything like this. So it's exciting that my son can enjoy something like this now.
In Murfreesboro, there used to be the skate park at the YMCA, and then they took that away, and for years we didn't have a skate park here, so I'd have to drive to Nashville. So now that this is here, it means so much. I'm so excited.
It offers in Murfreesboro for all age groups and everybody coming together on all kinds of wheels with their bikes and skateboards and rollerblades. I'm proud of Murfreesboro.
As a kid, I grew up in Baja California, so we had all kinds of skate parks, and he gets to enjoy it a lot more now. So.
And you look around, you see all these individuals of all ages, men, women, boys, girls, people doing tricks, people that can barely skate. And this is an amazing turnout in the middle of the day.
I'm going to be hitting the pump track and trying to learn a few new tricks.
What's your favorite part?
This part.
This part?
Yeah.
The city's daylighting Town Creek project made great strides in 2024. One story we brought to you was a drone inspection of the underground culvert.
The city is undergoing the daylighting Town Creek project. In the mid-1900s, Town Creek was run underground into a culvert. Town Creek runs underground from Murphy Springs Wetlands off of South Church Street to Cannonsburg Village, where it flows out of the culvert. The city has started the process of removing buildings, and a recent survey took place of the underground culverts before the daylighting phase starts.
The culverts were actually surveyed by survey teams about 10 years ago. It's about 1,800 feet of culvert, and they vary in sizes, shapes, materials, and there was a need to verify some information from that survey that had been done quite a long time ago. We want to make sure we know where all those inlets are in the main trunk line, so that when we design and we open up the creek, we know we're going to have to put some pipe head walls that come into the creek where they are today in the culverts.
A drone surveyor from Reagan Smith flew a drone underground through the culverts to inspect their condition and to get a layout of the system.
So right now what we're going to be doing, we're going to be bringing it down into this culvert. This is the culvert over Town Creek. So with the culvert here, they're looking at daylighting it, and they're needing to know information on what pipe networks are feeding into it. So when they do decide to daylight it, they're going to go ahead and know which elements that they're going to need to remove and change out. So what I'm doing now, I'm going ahead and doing a calibration. So we have GPS shot targets. Now comes the fun part of putting it in the pipe. So far so good. Okay, we got pipe on our left side that feeds in. And then this is the pipe right here where we're going in and to make our loop back. You have a limited signal range because concrete doesn't really do well with radio signals too well. So what we have attached to it right now is a range extender. So we actually are able to take the range extender and lower that into the culvert. And by doing that, it gives us a little bit extra range. So we have a good idea of where we actually are, and we're also able to make sure we get the good signal through the whole thing. All right, go ahead and start pulling that antenna up. Hook it. Get it back to right about where it started within 3 meters. And then we kill it.
With this drone survey information, designers can finalize the plans for the Town Creek daylighting and properly consider the information and data gathered from the survey.
Major League Soccer came to Richard Siegel Soccer Complex for its Next Cup playoffs, June 15th through the 23rd, 2024. 32 teams from all over the country, ages 15 through 19, came to Murfreesboro to find out who's the best teenage team in the country.
An estimated 30,000 of total attendance came out for the 8-day Major League Soccer Next Cup at Richard Siegel Soccer Complex. This youth tournament included over 15,000 players, ages 13 through 19, with over 600 teams from all over the country.
At the end of the day, our league is made up of these future players, of these future stars. And these players are a huge reason why Major League Soccer is so successful and why our league is progressing forward at such a high rate. The players that are playing here today, they're going to be stepping on the field in Major League Soccer, and it's going to be happening very quickly. And that's what's so impressive. And it's not just the level that MLS and what is brought there, but it's also the ability for these players to grow on and off the field as people and as athletes as well.
This was the biggest soccer tournament that Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation has ever hosted, as Murfreesboro is a destination for youth soccer.
Our event staff and our executive team do a great job of trying to maximize and optimize the tournaments that we play. They came to Murfreesboro and they came to Nashville and they looked at the facility and they thought that it was a really good fit, and they were proven correct. At Richard Siegel, it's been unbelievable. The people here, the hospitality, the fields, the events. As you can hear in the crowd behind me, it's been incredible, and everyone's been really supportive of it.
You know, when we first started this project in 2019, we really conceptualized what we wanted this to be at Siegel, is we wanted this to be a destination for soccer development. And so over the past couple years since we've opened this facility, it's become that. You know, to get an event like the MLS Next Cup coming to town with thousands and thousands of people every day, we're really happy, we're really proud of the work that's been done. We pride ourselves in Parks and Recreation on really focusing on customer service, and I think that extends to even groups like MLS when they come in and want to host an event, and where people come to Murfreesboro, they stay in our hotels, they eat our restaurants, and they shop. It's something I'm really proud of.
This event also hosted a showcase where players that didn't make the tournament could come out to show off their soccer skills.
The opportunity for a player to compete and showcase in 3 games and show their skills, and they may play really well in 2 of them, and that may be the launching point of their career and their life, and that's really special and important to us. There's going to be MLS players that come out of this, but so many of these players are going to have opportunities to go to college, get an education, and potentially take that step to the professional league as well.
Once each age group had the remaining 2 teams for the championship, they got the special treat to play at Geodis Park in Nashville.
This was a really great opportunity for us. One of the reasons why we came to Nashville and Murfreesboro in the Tennessee area. It's really going to be a special moment for these players as they step onto an MLS pitch, many of them for the first time, and they get to compete for a championship.
The people we have just take so much pride and work really hard to make that facility as clean and safe and fun as possible, and we see the reward of their hard work.
We've been really, really thrilled with Murfreesboro, and we've been really thrilled with the event staff and so forth. And I know those conversations are still ongoing for next year, but we're really excited by what we've been able to put on here, and we're really grateful.
Murfreesboro Fire Rescue now has the life-saving Lucas device on all of its fire trucks. This device performs mechanical chest compressions during prolonged resuscitation attempts. This device is helping first responders save lives, and now Murfreesboro Fire Rescue has one on each truck.
So what we have here is the Lucas device. This is a device that provides mechanical compressions to our patients that are in cardiac arrest. Typically when we show up on a fire scene, we will initiate CPR, we will provide manual compressions, and other members of our crews will beginning to work on airway, things of that nature.
Lucas stands for Lund University Cardiopulmonary Assist System. Developed by a Swedish engineer and surgeon team, Assistant Chief Jamie Lehue explains how it helps MFRD responders do their job even better.
It provides the appropriate rate and depth each time. It will pause so we can give those two rescue breaths as needed. And then once we get that advanced airway in place, we can go ahead and run this in a continuous mode for the remainder of the call.
The device frees up first responders to perform other life-saving measures.
With this device, we're able to move our patients and still maintain those chest compressions, where typically when we're on the second, third floor of a home or a hotel or any of that, when we're moving them, we're having to interrupt those chest compressions. And that time off the chest really affects our patient outcome. And so with this, we're able to maintain those compressions throughout the entirety of the call, whether we're moving them to a safer location, we're putting them in the back of the ambulance, or this can go with them all the way to the hospital.
MFRD started with just 2 devices in 2022, and now every fire truck has one.
We set out with a goal to put one of these on every apparatus each year to purchase that, but this year we were very fortunate to have support from council and city staff. They were able to come up with the funds to allow us to purchase 12 of these additional units to put on all of our trucks. So now we will have one of these on every apparatus and each one of our safety vehicles.
The device can be hooked up quickly and start to perform compressions within seconds. Humans get tired when performing CPR, but the Lucas device doesn't get fatigued.
When you get those long CPR calls and those durations like that, it's impossible for one person to maintain the chest compressions at the adequate depth and adequate rate that it's supposed to be without getting tired. So we have to rotate firefighters through with those intervals. And so when we're able to put the Lucas device on them, we don't have to stop that. Once we get it on and get it established, it's going to keep giving those compressions and it doesn't get tired.
This device greatly improves patient outcome of cardiac arrest events. Now with 16 devices, MFRD is equipped to continue saving lives. Friends and family came out to honor local World War II hero Bill Allen and the 80th anniversary of D-Day.
Murfreesboro resident Bill Allen is a World War II hero. His story sounds like a Hollywood script. He joined the Navy May 18, 1943, as a medic during World War II. On June 6, 1944, D-Day, the ship he was on, the LST-523, hit an underwater mine in the English Channel off the shore of Omaha Beach in Normandy, France, and blew his ship completely in half. There were 145 on board, 117 perished, and Bill was one of only 28 survivors. 6 years ago, on the 74th anniversary of D-Day, Bill told his story to the Murfreesboro Exchange Club as he reflected, why was his life spared?
When seeming to me that someone was needed worse than I was, fathers was killed. Sometime before dawn, 74 years ago tonight, I decided that luck hadn't carried me that far. It had to be a power far greater than luck. That was God.
2 weeks after Bill's 99th birthday, a day before the 80th anniversary of D-Day, the Exchange Club gathered to honor this hero.
Bill is a true friend and a loyal patriot, Bill. He has a servant heart. That's a teaching of Jesus. He came to serve and not to be served, and Bill is a servant.
Mayor McFarland was there to read a proclamation from the Murfreesboro City Council.
Whereas he returned to Murfreesboro to work for Woodfin Funeral Home and Murfreesboro Electric, marrying his lifelong wife Idale in 1955 and raising 2 daughters and enjoying their grandchildren. Whereas Bill Allen was born May 18, 1925 and recently celebrated his 99th birthday. Now therefore I, Shane McFarland, Mayor of the City of Murfreesboro, on behalf of the entire City Council, do hereby proclaim June 5th, 2024 as Bill Allen Day in the City of Murfreesboro and encourage all to recognize and honor Mr. Allen.
You don't know how much it means to me, but I got one request. With all my appreciation, I hope and pray that somewhere you'll take a minute or two today or tomorrow to remember those that lost their lives. They won't be coming home to receive anything like this. They paid a dear price. Let's don't forget them. They're the heroes. I'm a survivor. Thank each one of you so much.
If you want to hear Bill's complete incredible story, go to YouTube and search Bill Allen, Sinking of the LST 523.
On May 5th and 6th, 2024, Special Olympic athletes came to MTSU's Dean A. Hayes Soccer Stadium to compete in the annual Spring Games.
There's a few events that the Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation circle each year that are special. One of them is the Area 16 Special Olympic Spring Games, held at MTSU.
You know, I think it's not just me, but a lot of our staff in Parks and Recreation Services, it's the day we circle. You'll look around and see a lot of our superintendents at our facility supervisors. It's something everybody gets really excited to put on, and this is really just Murfreesboro in a nutshell. You look in the stands, look at the volunteers and these awesome athletes, man. It's just Murfreesboro.
It's an awesome experience for us, for them. They get to feel like they're part of a world-class event, which they are. They're not feeling like it. They're a part of a world-class event. We have fans in the stands are full. It makes them feel good. It makes our athletes feel good, but it makes the people working it as well feel even better.
I'm here to help celebrate these wonderful athletes. They've been training really hard, and this is a really big deal for them. I hope they all win medals. It's going to be wonderful.
Talk about champions. The teachers are just awesome, and their assistants that they have with them. We've also got a couple principals here today, which really shows you the commitment. Each school had a parade that sent off, and we all tried to be at a different school, and it was just amazing.
May 6, 2017 was the grand opening of the Murfreesboro Miracle Field. The success of the Miracle League challenged the city to do more for the special needs community.
It's something we're real proud of in Parks and Recreation. You know, Miracle League and our Miracle Field started something really new. We're trying to be really just a trendsetter when it comes to working with this population. You know, you go out in the spring and the fall leagues for the Miracle League, and you'll see just a hopping place and people of all abilities, you know, playing together. And it's just one of the best things that we have the opportunity to do. And this really parlayed in us to taking over this event for the Special Olympics. And our staff worked really hard throughout the course of the year to make this happen. And we just hope it's a really special event, not just for the participants. The athletes are awesome, but also the people in the stands to be able to come and enjoy it.
You hear from people all across the state about how great our Miracle Field is, and now with Special Olympics at this high a level, it's a wonderful thing.
We have about 1,400 total, and that includes all disabilities. Our schools strive to put all children in our general education setting as much as possible. Murfreesboro City Schools are champions for least restrictive environment.
We have obviously a lot of support for our students, our special needs community in Murfreesboro. This event is awesome because we get to have a lot of our special needs students and athletes across the county, across the city. A lot of the times they don't get to participate in stuff like this. It's an awesome time, man. I couldn't ask for a better job.
Well, that's it for this special edition of In the City, looking back at the year 2024. As always, for more information about the city of Murfreesboro or any of the stories you've seen here, you can always visit our website at www.murfreesborotn.gov. And if you want to see any of the stories that you've seen today or catch up on some of the latest city news, you can always visit the City of Murfreesboro's YouTube channel. I'm Michael Linn White, and we want to wish everyone a happy new year. And until next time, we look forward to seeing you in the city.